Morning, boys. Today we will see exercise number 8.1, that is probability. So, the introduction about the probability is not necessary now because you studied already from 9th standard onwards. So, straight away I will go to the new concept in the probability. So, what are the probability, that the definition of probability you studied in 10th standard, the same as it is, there is no difference. Only things that you hear, you have to you are going to learn about that conditional probability. You know dependence events. What is meant by dependent events? If you draw a card from one shuffled one, if you don't replace it, which means that is called dependent event. If you replace, then that is called independent event. That will not affect other events. So when the event is not affect that another one, that is independent, if the event is affect that another event, it is called dependent event. Clear? So independent, dependent, that you studied already in the lower classes. Now we have to learn about the new concept, conditional probability. What is meant by conditional probability? Let's say in Tamil, ஒரு எக்ஸாம்பிளுக்கு ஒரு டைஸ் நீ த்ரோ பண்ற, அந்த டைஸ்ல வந்து அவுட்புட் எத்தனை இருக்கும்? டைஸோட அவுட்புட் என்னென்ன இருக்கும்? 1 2 3 4 5 6 இருக்கும். இதுல நான் ஒன்னு கேட்கிறேன், ஈவன் நம்பர்ஸ் கண்டுபிடிக்கிறது ப்ராபபிலிட்டி என்னன்னு கேட்கிறேன். உனக்கு தெரியும் ஈஸியா, ஈவன் நம்பர் எத்தனை இருக்கீங்க? 1 2 3. ஸோ 3/6 which will give you 1/2 எழுதிடுவேன் இல்லையா? இதுல சேம் இதே கொஸ்டின்ல நான் அடிஷனல் ஐ ஜஸ்ட் எக்ஸ்பிளைன் வாட் இஸ் மீன் பை கண்டிஷனல் ப்ராபபிலிட்டி இன் தமிழ். Clear? So, what is meant by conditional probability? For example, I take a dice, I throw a dice, so die have 6 faces, so I am writing 1 2 3 4 5 6. So, what is the total, what is the probability of getting the even number? 3/6. இது வந்து ஒரு ஈவன் நம்பர் கிடைக்கிறது. இந்த ஈவன் நம்பர்ல எது பிரைம் நம்பர்னு கேட்கிறேன். புரியுதா? ஏற்கனவே ஒரு ஈவென்ட் நடந்துருச்சு, நடந்த ஈவென்ட்ல இருந்து நான் ஒரு பார்ட் கேட்கிறேன், அதுக்கு பேரு என்னது? கண்டிஷனல் ப்ராபபிலிட்டி. கிளியர்? சோ நீ நல்லா தமிழ்ல அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் பண்ணிட்டேன்னா இந்த கான்செப்ட் ரொம்ப ரொம்ப ஈஸி. புரியுதா? அதனாலதான் நான் தமிழ்ல சொல்றேன். தமிழ்ல ஏன் சொல்ல வரேன்னா, ப்ராபபிலிட்டி வந்து இட் இஸ் டே டு அவர் லைஃப், இட் இஸ் லாஜிக்கல். அதாவது நம்ம டே டு லைஃப்ல என்னென்ன நடக்குதோ அதை பேஸ் பண்ணி தான் ப்ராபபிலிட்டி நிறைய வரும். அதனால ப்ராபபிலிட்டி ஸ்டாட்டிஸ்டிக்ஸ்னாவே கஷ்டம்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. ஏன் கஷ்டம் அப்படின்னா, நம்ம ரெகுலர் லைஃப்ல இருக்கிறது அப்படியே ப்ராப்ளமா மாத்துறதுனால அது நம்மளுக்கு கஷ்டம். அதனாலதான் தமிழ்ல சொல்றேன், நல்லா புரிஞ்சுக்கோ. இப்போ ஒரு டைஸ் நான் ஒரு டைஸ் நான் த்ரோ பண்றப்ப தட் அவுட்புட்ஸ் ஆர் 1 2 3 4 5 6. இதுல நான் வந்து ஈவன் நம்பருடைய ப்ராபபிலிட்டி முதல்ல கண்டுபிடிச்சுக்கிறேன். இந்த ஈவன் நம்பர் ஆஃப் த ப்ராபபிலிட்டின்றது என்னது? 2 4 6. இதுல இது ஆல்ரெடி முடிஞ்சிருச்சு. இதுல நான் வந்து ஒரு பிரைம் நம்பர் வேணும்னு கேட்கிறேன். என்ன பிரைம் நம்பர்? 2 is the only one even prime number. So ஒரு ஈவென்ட்ல இருந்து இன்னொரு ஈவென்ட்டுக்கு நம்ம கேட்கறதுக்கு பேர் தான் என்னது? கண்டிஷனல் ப்ராபபிலிட்டி. இவ்வளவுதான், வேற மேட்டர் எதுவுமே கிடையாது. வெரி சிம்பிள். ஏற்கனவே ஒரு ஈவென்ட் நடந்திருக்கும், அந்த ஈவென்ட்ல இருந்து நம்ம ஒன்னு எடுக்கிறோம், அதுக்கு பேர் தான் என்னது? கண்டிஷனல் ப்ராபபிலிட்டி. We have formula. இந்த கண்டிஷனல் ப்ராபபிலிட்டி வந்து only you can apply when that events are dependent. When the events are dependent, you can apply this formula. That a conditional probability will be exist. When the events, two events are not dependent, if it is independent, then you cannot apply the conditional probability. Conditional probability என்னது? ஏற்கனவே ஒன்று நடந்திருக்கும், அதுல இருந்து ஒன்று எடுக்கிறேன், அப்ப கண்டிப்பா என்னது? டிபெண்டன்ட் தானே. இந்த ஈவெண்ட்டை டிபெண்ட் பண்ணி தான் இது எடுக்கிறோம், அதனால இது இஸ் டிபெண்டன்ட் ஈவெண்ட். புரியுதா? So independent event வந்து you cannot apply conditional probability. You can apply the conditional probability only in the case of dependent interval event, not for independent event. புரியுதா? தான் தமிழ்ல தெளிவா சொல்லிட்டேன். ஒரு ஈவெண்ட் நடக்கும், அந்த ஈவெண்ட்ல இருந்து இன்னொரு ஈவெண்ட் கண்டுபிடிக்கிறதுக்கு பேர் தான் conditional probability, provided those two events are dependent event. independent event இருந்தா இது அப்ளை பண்ண முடியாது. புரியுதா? If it is independent event, you have separate formula, that is probability of A into B is equal to P of A into P of B. So this is called independent event. When two events are independent, then we have formula, that is probability of A intersection B is equal to P of A into P of B. So conditional probability க்கு என்னன்னா event எப்படி இருக்கணும்? Dependent-ஆ இருக்கணும். If it is independent, that is not called conditional probability. Now based on that one we have formula, that is probability of B getting from that event A. So what are the event that sets you are writing? From this A you have to find what is the probability of the event B. This is A already happened, like getting that even number. For example, A is getting the even number. What is B? Getting the even prime number. புரியுதா? ஏற்கனவே நடந்த ஈவென்ட் வந்து கீழே இருக்கணும், நீ கண்டுபிடிக்க போறது என்ன இருக்கணும்? மேல இருக்கணும். அந்த மாதிரி ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோ. நீ கண்டுபிடிக்கிறது வந்து மேல இருக்கணும், ஏற்கனவே கண்டுபிடிச்சது என்ன இருக்கும்? கீழே. This is conditional probability formula. P of B by A, that is probability of getting B from the event A. A ல இருந்து B கண்டுபிடிக்கிறது. Bங்கிறது என்னது? Event, that is prime number. A ல இருந்து B கண்டுபிடிக்கிறது தான். A already happened. B now you have to find out. It is dependent event. So formula is P of A intersection B by P of A. So this is the formula to find that event. Suppose if you here I am considering that A first event as A, second event as B, so I am writing B by A. If you consider this is B event and this one is A event, just you have to change the formula. You should get the event A from the event B. The formula, there won't be any change in the numerator, only change in the denominator. Clear? So if it is a dependent variable, only you have to apply the conditional probability. If it is independent, I gave already formula for independent event, that is P of A intersection B can be replaced by P of A into B of B, which means you have, if you replace this probability of A intersection B as P of A into P of B, then A get cancelled, get only P of B. There is no meaning to find conditional probability. Are you clear now? What is mean by conditional probability? ஏற்கனவே ஒரு ஈவென்ட் நடந்திருக்கும், அந்த ஈவென்ட்ல இருந்து உனக்கு என்ன வேணுமோ அதை கண்டுபிடிக்கிறதுக்கு பேரு என்னது? Conditional probability. We have two formula, depends upon your consideration whether you take the first one as A, B, you have first formula. If you take the first one as B, second one as A, then we have second formula. So depends upon your assumption of the event, you have to select the formula. Are you clear? So basically you are used always the first formula. Some of you are, if you are like to make the second formula, then you can take, that is your wish. I did not say that is wrong. You both are same only. Now we will go to the straight away. Then multiplication theorem. So when the events are, independent events are 2, we have this formula. If it is more than 2, A intersection B intersection C for independent event, just you have to multiply everything. This is for independent event, that is P of A intersection B intersection C is equal to P of A into P of B into P of C. Clear? So you have to memorize these formula. Based on this formula, we will see some problems in the exercise. These are very simple, so don't think that it will be very difficult one. Only thing you have to understand the concept, that is what is meant by conditional probability. This is exercise number 8.2. In exercise number 8.1, I gave 10th sum as homework. You please do it. Now question number 1. I will explain in Tamil as well as in English, because this is mainly, I told you already, that probability, it will be looks very nice. If you memorize the formula, when the question is given related to this direct, if you apply that the given information questions directly into the formula, that will be very easy. So if it is not given like that, mostly the probability means it will be taken from only our day-to-day life. That's why it is a little confused to you. If you don't understand that, automatically, if you don't understand properly, automatically that you started to hate the probability. Why most of them are hated to study that probability or statistics? The reason is very simple. It is day-to-day our life. So if you don't understand properly, then it will be very difficult to understand. Okay. Now question number 1. A family has 2 children. What is the probability that both the children are girls, given that at least one of them is the girl? இதுல என்ன சொல்றாங்க? ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஒரு ஃபேமிலில எத்தனை குழந்தைங்க இருக்காங்க? 2 குழந்தைங்க இருக்காங்க. What is the probability that both the children are girl? 2 பேரும் கேலா தான் இருக்கணும். அந்த 2 குழந்தைகளும் என்னவா இருக்கணும்? கேலா தான் இருக்கணும். அப்படி கேலா இருந்தா given that at least one of them is a girl, அதுல ஒருத்தர் என்னவா இருக்கணும்? கேல். ஆல்ரெடி ஒரு ஃபேமிலில 2 பேர் இருக்காங்க, 2 குழந்தைங்க இருக்காங்க. 2 குழந்தைங்க கேர்லா இருக்கலாம். என்னென்ன பாசிபிலிட்டிஸ் இருக்கும்? ஒரு ஃபேமிலில 2 குழந்தைங்க இருந்தாங்கன்னா என்னென்ன பாசிபிலிட்டிஸ் இருக்கும்? 2 கேர்லா இருக்கலாம், அல்லது 2 பாயா இருக்கலாம், அல்லது ஒரு பாய் ஒரு கேர்ள். இப்போ ஒரு பாய் ஒரு கேர்ள் வரக்குள்ள there will be a question arising that whether the first baby is a girl or boy. There will be a question rise. That's why it is called a day to your life. If there is two children in a family, then there are the possibilities are both will be girl. First baby girl, second baby also girl, or first baby boy, second baby also boy. Then what is the other possibility? First baby girl, second baby boy. Is there any other? Yes, first baby boy, second girl, second baby is girl. So there are 4 possibilities: G, boy, boy, and boy, girl, girl, boy. So don't ask for third transfer, third gender. Third gender you cannot justify in the birth itself. Clear? Third gender, you know, female, male. Apart from these 2, we have one more third gender, combination of male and female. That is, those are called as third gender. Third gender you cannot find in the beginning, the birth itself. That will comes only after at 5 years or 7 years or 10 years. Clear? So third gender will not happen in the birth itself. Therefore, don't go for the thinking about the third gender, because at birth you should know either the baby a girl or boy. There is no question of third gender. Therefore, these are the possibilities. Clear? So after that, you have to consider. So what is given already? Given that at least one of them is girl. Therefore, you have to find out E. You consider E, let E be the let. It is given for event of getting, what is that? Girl. So P of E is equal to, how many girls? Both are girl? 1. 1 by how much? 4. Because 4 possibilities. This is normal, what you study in 10th standard. Out of 4, you have only possibility, that is GG is 1 by 4. Then next one, F. You consider whatever the letter, F, event of getting, what is that? At least one of them is, at least one of them girl. So what is the probability? P of F is equal to 3 by 4. At least one girl. 1, 2, 3. Minimum one girl, maximum how many girls? 2 girls. Therefore you have to take this also. At least means minimum one girl. Minimum one girl we have 1, 2 possibilities. But maximum how many we have to take? 2 girls also. That is clear. That is the probability. Minimum one girl, maximum 2 girls. So 1, 2, 3. So 3 by 4. Because total possibility is 4. 3 by 4. Now you have to find out intersection of these 2. E intersection F. So how many are common in these 2? What is the common? In these two events, I just write what is E. E is girl, girl. What is your F? F other than boy, boy. So G, G, B, G and GB. So now you compare out of these two, which one is, how many are common? Only one event is common, that is 1 by 4. This is already studied in that lower classes. Clear? In lower classes, two dice are either or type. Either or type, what will do now? Either or type, you are finding P of A, P of B, then P of A intersection B. Then only you are applying that formula, that is P of A union B is equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. Clear? So this is the formula to find what? Either or. Either 2 or 4. Either Queen or heart. So in those cases, you are using this formula. Same thing I wrote, but instead of AB, I take EF. Then I am finding the probability of getting A intersection BC. I found E intersection F. That is probability of E intersection F is equal to how much? 1 by 4. Common. Same thing. I skipped off one step. I write straight away the answer. Clear? So now we have to find out what will be the answer. So now we have to select that which one is that exact formula for the given question. Clear? So how do you find out? That is P of A intersection E intersection F by P of F. The formula is P of E. So this is the formula to find what is F? At least one of them are girl. You have to find both are girl from that event F. What is the formula? P of E intersection F by P of F. What is P of E intersection F? 1 by 4, 3 by 4, 4 get cancelled. What will be the answer? 1 by 3. You are getting already F is given. What is given that? Given that at least one girl. It is given already. From this you have to find out both are girls. So given that should be in the denominator. I told you already, nalla understand பண்ணிட்டு போணும். எதிலிருந்து கேட்கறான்? At least one of them are girl. அந்த ஈவென்ட்ல இருந்து ரெண்டுமே கேலா இருக்கிறதுக்கு என்னன்னு கேட்கறான். That is conditional. புரியுதா? Fங்கிறது வந்து ஏற்கனவே நடந்துருச்சு. அதான் given that ன்னு சொல்லிட்டான். Given that already happened. That event happened, F already happened. From F you have to find out that event E. The formula is P of E intersection F by P of F is equal to 1 by 4 by 3 by 4 is equal to 1 by 3. You can take even AB also. Clear? நல்லா புரிஞ்சிட்டியாதுல? Given that அப்படிங்கிறது கொடுத்துச்சு. Already அது happened. எது கொடுத்திருக்காங்க? Atleast this event வந்து already நடந்துருச்சு. இந்த ஈவென்ட்ல இருந்து நீ என்ன கண்டுபிடிக்கணும்? ரெண்டு கேர்ள்னு கண்டுபிடிக்கணும். ரெண்டுமே இண்டிபெண்டன்ட் அப்படின்னு சொல்ல முடியாது. இட் இஸ் டிபெண்டன்ட். அதனால தான் காமனா கிடைச்சிருக்கு பாரு. ரெண்டுக்கும் காமனா உனக்கு என்ன வந்திருக்கு? A intersection B. That is சின்ன கிளாஸ்ல படிச்சிருப்ப. What is E intersection F? G G. One event வந்திருக்குல்ல? அப்ப இது வந்து டிபெண்டன்ட். இந்த இன்டர்செக்ஷன் எடுத்து வந்து உனக்கு வந்து எம்டி செட், நல் செட்டா வந்துச்சுன்னா காமனா இல்ல அது இண்டிபெண்டன்ட் ஈவென்ட். இது டிபெண்டன்ட் ஈவென்ட். தட்ஸ் வாட் யூ ஆர் அப்ளைங் தி கண்டிஷனல் ப்ராபபிலிட்டி. புரியுதா? given that அப்படிங்கிறது ஏற்கனவே நடந்து முடிஞ்சது, நடந்தது. அதுல இருந்து நீ என்ன பண்ணணும்? E. அதுதான் क्वेश्चन. given that அப்படிங்கிறது என்னது? already happened the event. இங்க வந்துறணும். இதுல இருந்து E கண்டுபிடிக்கிறேன். அதான் ஃபார்முலா. புரியுதா? now you can see the sum number 2. That is, a dice is thrown twice and sum of the number appearing observed நல்லா புரிஞ்சுக்கிட்டு சம்ம போடணும். புரியாத சம்ம போட்டீங்கன்னா உங்களுக்கு தப்பா தான் வரும். புரிஞ்சுக்கோ. அதனாலதான் தமிழ்ல சொல்றேன். A dice is thrown twice and the sum appearing is observed to be 6. What is the conditional probability that the number has 4 has appeared at least once? இது என்ன சார் given thatன்னு சொன்னா நீங்க ஏற்கனவே அத நம்ம ஏற்கனவே அந்த ஈவென்ட் ஆயிடுச்சுன்னு சொல்லி சொன்னீங்க. இதுல given that எல்லாம் எப்படி சார் நான் கண்டுபிடிக்கிறதுன்னா, given thatன்னா அது அந்த ஈவென்ட் ஆல்ரெடி ஹேப்பன் ஆயிடுச்சுன்ற மீனிங் சென்ஸ். அப்ப இதுல நீ பார்க்கணும் எந்த ஈவென்ட் முதல்ல சொல்றாங்க. முதல்ல என்ன, the sum of the number appearing is observed to be 6. அதாவது அவன் கொடுத்துட்டான். 2 dice throw பண்றாங்க. 2 dice you know that there is no mark for writing the sample space for 2 dice, but you have to write. I just write down for this, you know very well, 1,6, then etc, 6,1, then 6,6. So these are that event total output when the 2 dice are thrown. Clear? இதுல எது sum add பண்ணா என்ன வருது. நான் என்ன பண்றேன், ஏங்கிறது event of getting sum 6. அதான் கொடுத்திருக்கான். observed should be 6 ன்னு கொடுத்திருக்கான். எதை ஆட் பண்ணா 6 வரும், அவளே நீ எழுதணும். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இதுல எதை ஆட் பண்ணா 6 வரும், 5,1. அடுத்து எதை ஆட் பண்ணா 6 வரும், 2,4. அப்புறம் 1,5. அடுத்து 2,4. அப்புறம் 3,3. அப்புறம் 4,2. அப்புறம் 5,1. இதுக்கு மேல ஏதாவது இருக்கா 6 வருது. 1,5, 2,4, 3, 3, 4, 2, 5, 1. இதுக்கு மேல ஏதாவது இருக்குமா ஆட் பண்ண? இருக்காது. ஏன் சார் இப்படி போடுறீங்க அப்படின்னா அங்க கொடுத்துருக்கான் sum of observed means இதெல்லாம் ஆட் பண்ணி வர எந்தெந்த இதை ரெண்டு ஃபேஸையும் ஆட் பண்ணா 6 வருமோ அதெல்லாம் எழுத சொல்றேன். ஏல அது ஆல்ரெடி ஹேப்பன்ட். இது ஏற்கனவே இந்த ஈவென்ட் என்னது நடந்துருச்சு. இப்ப அவன் என்ன கேட்கறான்னா, இதுல 4 அப்பியர் ஆகுது எத்தனைன்னு கேட்கறான். அப்ப நீ என்ன பண்ணும், 4 அப்பியர் ஆகிறது நீ கண்டுபிடிக்கணும். அதை பீன்னு வச்சுக்கணும். event of getting 4 at least 1 4. அதாவது 4 வரதெல்லாம் நீ எழுதணுங்க. b 1,4 வருதா, அடுத்தது 2,4 வருதா, அப்புறம் 3,4, அப்புறம் என்ன வரும் 1,4ல இருந்து எல்லாமே என்ன வரும் 6,4 வரைக்கும் வரும். அப்புறம் 5,4, அப்புறம் 6,4. இல்லையா, இங்க நான் விட்டுருக்கேன், நீ எழுதணும். 2,4, 3,4, 5,4, 6,4. I just leave it this one, 1,4, 2,4, 3,4. You have to write all that event. Now you have to find out what is n of b, that is probability you have to find out. P of a, what is P of a? P of a is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 by 36. Next we have to find out A intersection B. What are the pair, that is what are the faces are same, so you will get 2. That is you have only n of A intersection B as 2. You have to check it up. So what are the 2? 2,4, 4,2. So only these two will be the common of the set A and B. So now you have to find out P of A intersection B is equal to favorable chance by total number of chances, that is 2 by 36. Now I know what is P of A intersection B and P of A. P of B is not necessary because I need to find out only that event. So what is that? What is the formula? P of A, sorry, P of B from A. Already A is happened. From A you have to find out what is B. So what is the formula? P of A intersection B is equal to P of A intersection B by P of A. What is P of A intersection B? P of A intersection B is nothing but 2 by 36. What is our P of A? P of A we found already 5 by 36. So 36, 36 eliminated, you will get 2 by 5. Ensure that the probability should not be more than 1. When the answer is getting more than 1, then your answer is wrong. Clear? This is sum number 2. So understand the concept and started to work out the problems. Now, you may consider that you can change that event B. In the place of you can write A, and the same way in the place of A you can write B. There is nothing wrong, but you have to change the formula, depends upon your Now we'll see the question number 3. An unbiased die. What is meant by unbiased dies? Biased, unbiased. Unbiased means there won't be any defective in that. So if you take one coin, sometimes if the coin has two faces, if one face had more weight than the other face, then whenever you toss a coin, then you may get the same result. You never get the different result. Because according to the gravitational force, center of the gravity, if you toss a coin, then which side is more weight, that will be forcefully to be covered by earth. So therefore, biased coins you never use for biased cars, you can use only that unbiased. Unbiased means there is no defective in the coin, is called unbiased. Biased means there will be a defective coin, that is called a biased. Unbiased, no defective. So you can use in probability only unbiased coins. So an unbiased die is thrown twice. Let the even A be an odd number on the first throw and B be the event on the second throw. Check whether A and B are events independent. So you have to apply that formula. This is the formula to prove whether that given two events are dependent or independent. That is P of A into P of B. That is P of A into B is equal to P of A into P of B. So next I am defining A. A is given already. How many dice are thrown? One dice. How many times? Twice. That is nothing but sample space is how much? 36. You have to write a sample space like 1, 1 up to 1, 6. Similarly 6, 6 to 6, 1 up to 6, 6. So this is very important. You have to write sample space for two dice. A die thrown two times or two dice are thrown once. Both are same only. You will get same result, same output. Therefore, you have to write sample space S as 1, 1 to 1, 6 and 6, 1 to 6, 6. Now we have formula that is P of A into B is equal to P of A into P of B. This is the formula to check whether the given event are independent or independent. When the left hand side is satisfied the right hand side, which means these two are that A and B events are called independent events. So here it is given A, B on number on the first throw. So what are first throw? 1, 1. Then 1, 2 extra you can write up to 1, 6. First throw should be 1. Odd number. So first throw should be an odd number. So 2 is not possible. So 3, 1 extra 3, 6. 4 is not also possible because first throw should be always 1. Then what is the next one? 5, 1 extra 5, 6. So you will get totally how many? 18. So N of A is equal to 18. So P of A, you know the formula, favorable chance by total number of chance. So 18 by 36. Now they defined the B, that even B they defined as even B be the event odd number on the second row. So the second row you have to find out odd number, that is 1, 1. Then second row in second one. So 2, 1 is possible. Odd number 1, 1. Then 1, 5. Second event should be odd number. So next one 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 5. Then 3, 1, 3, 3, 3, 5, 4, 1, 4, 3, 4, 5, then 5, 1, 5, 3, 5, 5, then 6, 1, 6, 3, 6, 5. So these are the outputs when the second phase represent odd numbers. Is there any other possibilities? You please check it up and just you have to find out the probability of B, that is probability of B is equal to, straight away write down the answer, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So 18 by 36. Then you have to, according to the formula, you must find what is A intersection B. So what are the elements are common in both events? Just you have to write how much, then substitute those information in this formula. The left side answer should be equal to right hand side answer. That you have to do it, because I did everything. Only thing you have to find out what are the events are common between A and B by comparing these two. Write it over there. Favorable chance by total number of chance, that is 36. Substitute these values both on the right hand side as well as the left hand side. When the both right hand side and left hand sides are satisfied, then you have to say the given events are, what is that? Independent event. Otherwise it is dependent events. Clear? So now we go to the sum number 4. What is sum number 4? A probability of solving specific problems are independently by A and B. So it is given already independent. So there is no question of applying the conditional probability. For conditional probability, you have to apply only when the events are dependent event. If it is independent event, you cannot apply conditional probability. I told you already. It is given very clearly. This is given that event A and B are independent. So probability of A is 1 by 2. Probability of B is also 1 by 3. It is given probability of getting the event B as 1 by 3. Now you have to find out the probability that the problem is solved. The problem is solved. So if you go for like this, it is nothing but find the probability that the problem is solved. It is nothing but the problem solved by at least how many? One of them. At least one of them, which means you know the probability in binomial, that is in the lower class I'll say at least one means minimum one. Probability is always starting from where? From 1, 2, 3. So that events will be starting from 0 onwards. Clear? So if it is at least one means you have to find out from 1 to onwards. So instead of finding 1 onwards, if it is very easy to find out 1 minus probability of, no one can prove that one. Clear? So this is the basic. This concept we were studied in 12th standard elaborately. So just you have to understand that. So if it is at least 1 means you have to find the probability from 1 onwards. So what is the remaining one? Which one I don't want? 0. So total probability is always 1. So 1 minus which one we don't like, we don't want to find out the probability. You just subtract, you will get answer 1 minus P of x is equal to 0. So based on the concept, we have to do that 1 minus, that is answer for the first one, 1 minus probability of, no one can simplify, then can solve those problems, that is P of A intersection A bar intersection B bar. What is A bar? If A is solved, then A bar stands for not solving the particular problem. That is remaining. A bar sometimes is called A dash. So A bar means the problem not solved by A. B bar means the problem is not solved by B. So that is A bar and B bar. The formula is, it is given already independent event. For independent event, you have to write like P of A bar into P of B bar. This will be allowed because A and B are independent events. So based on that concept, I can rewrite that P of A into B as P of A into P of B. So in that category, I can write P of A bar into P of B bar. But here it is given only P of A. You have to find out P of A bar. So 1 minus 1 by 2. This is the formula. So in probability only 2 cases. Either success or failure. If the success is given, A bar stands for failures. So total probability is 1. 1 minus success is called failure. So 1 minus 1 by 2, 1 by 2. Similarly, you can find out P of B bar, that is 1 minus 1 by 3, which result 2 by 3. So now just you have to substitute 1 by 2 into 2 by 3. So simplify, you'll get 1 minus, straight away you can cancel 1 by 3. So again you'll get 2 by 3. The possibility of solving that problem is 2 by 3. Clear? So the next one, second subdivision of the same questions. Second subdivision. Exactly one of them solves the problem. இது என்ன அர்த்தம்? ரெண்டு பேர் இருக்கிறாங்க, ரெண்டு பேர்ல இவன் சால்வ் பண்ணாலும் அந்த ப்ராசஸ் நிறுத்திடணும். அதுதானே ரீசன். ஒரு ப்ராப்ளம் கொடுத்துருக்காங்கன்னா அந்த ப்ராப்ளம் ரெண்டு பசங்களை கூப்பிட்டு ப்ராப்ளம் ரெண்டு பேர் சால்வ் பண்ணுங்கன்னா ஒருத்தர் சால்வ் பண்ணா கூட என்ன ஆயிடும், முடிஞ்சது, ஆன்சர் கிடைச்சிடுச்சு. அதனால அந்த ஃபர்தரா அந்த ஒரு பையன் செய்ய தேவையில்லை. இப்போ செகண்ட் பாய் வந்து அந்த ப்ராப்ளத்தை சால்வ் பண்ணிட்டானா ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பாய் செய்ய தேவையில்லை. அதான பாசிபிலிட்டிஸ். ஸோ அதனால இதுக்கு என்ன ஃபார்முலான்னா ப்ராபபிலிட்டி ஆஃப் A, when A is completed the problem, B is not necessary. The same way, when B is completed the problem, A is not necessary. So P of A intersection B bar plus P of A intersection P of A intersection B bar plus P of A bar intersection B. So you know these two events already it is given at independent. Therefore you can write P of A into P of B bar plus P of A bar into P of B. So these are the formula. Why I am writing this P of A intersection B bar as under multiplication? Because the A and B are independent even. Automatically B dash and A bar also, B bar also, A bar and B bar also independent events. So based on that concept, now I am express the P of A intersection B bar as P of A into P of B bar plus P of A bar intersection B as P of A bar into P of B. Just you have to substitute these values. While P of A is 1 by 2, what is the P of B bar? 2 by 3 plus P of A bar is 1 by 2, P of B is 1 by 3. So just you have to see the denominators. 2 3 are 6, so 2 2 get cancelled. So we'll get 1 by 3 plus, that is P of B is 1 by 3. That is 1 by 6. So LCM is 6. 2 plus 1 which will give you 3 by 6. Answer is how much? 1 by 2. The problem of solving at least 1 is how much? 1 by 2. Clear? So you understand the concept, then you started to work out the problems. Otherwise the probability will be very difficult one. Okay boys, we will see the remaining problem of this exercise in the next class. Thank you.